Hey there, Pisces. Hi, it's Angie with Feisty Butterfly Tarot. Hi. Today we are going to be doing a read for mid-December, the middle 10 days, that period of time. And we're going to look at the Quantum Oracle and then also the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. So we're going to look at both of them. So for now, we're going to shuffle these. Maybe once more, I think, feels about right. And we'll lay these down and then we'll read the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot right over the top of them. Okay. Now the quantum has to do with the subtler energies, the subtler feelings, and the subtler things that are going on in your world. So we'll read that last. The 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot is a little bit more blatant, kind of in your face. So kind of a high contrast between these two, which I thought would be an interesting thing for the Pisces. So take what resonates, leave the rest. All right. This is what we see going on recently and coming up. So recently, there's been this 5 of Cups moment. This is a loss. This is sorrow. This is sadness. This is so interesting. Aquarius had this as well. There's been this definite grieving, and in your case, Pisces, there's almost like a refusal to look at it, a refusal to look any further or move any further. Just an overwhelmed kind of state. There's sacrifice, there's loss, there's heartache. Things are changing. There is offerings of love right here. There's offerings of support, but it's not being something that you can see because your eyes are closed to it. You're still busy grieving. You have the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups is somebody who's very emotionally supportive, who keeps his cool even though all around him is turbulent emotionally. And so if things are up, down, and kind of cuckoo, this is a guy that keeps his calm, helps you think things through, is very supportive and loving and in your corner. Now in reverse, not as easy able to do this. In fact, might be a little bit, maybe he's a little bit emotionally challenged himself right now. It's not just you grieving. Maybe this person is grieving with you. Maybe there's a loss. This could be a loss of a loved one, a loss of family, a loss of a job or a former way of doing it. Could be actually even relocating for some of you. A loss of, I want to say a time, but it strikes me more like an end of a chapter for some of you. An end of a period of time of a certain thing going. An end of something. So there's turbulence. There's definitely grieving, and you just can't quite get your equilibrium with this. And then here we have the Knight of Cups. I mean, it is cup heavy. Cup. This is a heavy, you got hit hard, folks. So Pisces, whatever it is, it's really hurt your heart pretty big time. Things have had to change. There's been major adjustment that still needs yet to happen. You have the Knight of Cups coming through, this very idealistic, wishful, loving, open type of energy coming towards you. Notice though that the cup here is, it's like not even solidly there. This is still in the mind. This is still to come. Here you can't see it. It's out those doors and just beyond the path. It can still come. You just need to be able to visualize it. And the thing of it is, you aren't calm enough yet. You haven't cried quite enough tears to get your eye on the prize. Okay? We're going to put these up here for just a minute. Okay, so coming at you next, and we're going to read this just upright. You have more cups. You have the 7 of Coins, where you're still evaluating, you're still thinking, you're still watching things as far as resources, time, energy. How are you going to make things grow and blossom? It's a little bit of a challenge. So you're still evaluating. You're still not done. This is in reverse. When this is in reverse, you certainly aren't done evaluating, and I don't think you're able to see quite clearly yet. This comes in reverse. It's the happy family cards. It's something that you feel like it should go this way, happy ever after, easy. And for some reason, things aren't playing out the way you saw them playing. So it's a little bit of a challenging time. It's a time where if you're not mindful, you're going to feel like you're losing everything. You're going to feel like a big hot mess emotionally. but it doesn't have to be that way. There is some focus required. And then there's this need to protect, or this thief where you feel like somehow you got ripped off. Something's been over idealized and you feel gypped. It might be the idealistic notions that are actually shortchanging you. It might be that over idealistic notions are not realistic. So you're feeling shortchanged, ripped off, like maybe you didn't get what you deserved. Either that, or that somebody got away with something that they shouldn't have, and it's kind of nanny, and you're not very excited about that. So you have these things going on. We're going to look at the quantum energies going on. Okay, all right. So the undercurrents that maybe you're not seeing is there's this event, this great achievement, this wonderful thing that should be super wonderful, yet there's also a period of loss. So maybe you're feeling this celebration isn't quite as big as it should be, but it's a brand new event. You are excited about this. This is a huge achievement, yet it's happening under circumstances that you didn't foresee, and that's troubling to you. I wouldn't even say it's troubling in the sense that you're in your head all about it and worried. It's just thrown you a bit. It's just thrown you a little bit. So then you have this King of Cups where you're saying goodbye to something. The emotions aren't quite done. And the intention there is to move forward. It is to move forward towards the happily ever after. But you wonder if that's even real. You wonder if that's a dumb idea. You wonder, hey, does anyone actually ever get that? And maybe the lesson here is that you get it in your own way, in your own time, in your own smaller, more particular, more specific to you type of way. This is intention. This is being clear about what you want. This is getting that focus back. Even though it's an ideal that might be a romantic notion even, to have it all play out in a certain way, if that's not how it's playing out, that's not how it's playing out. And maybe you are approaching things just in a little different manner. Then you have new supportive connections, people that you want, mentors, teachers, people that can see the beauty you're trying to create. This is in the reverse. You feel like somebody didn't see what you wanted them to about what's going on with you. You feel perhaps a little bit, maybe a little neglected or overlooked, maybe passed over, or maybe a little bit hurt. Maybe your ego got bruised a little bit on this, but there is supportive connections around, and they too are operating in a different kind of an energy. So it might not be this notion of this is how it should go, tra la 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 la, this is how it always goes for everyone. This over idealistic thinking, I think that sounds redundant, but this mindset that's just so ideal, leave it to beaver type of ideal type of thinking for the family scenario isn't always how it goes. And I think you do know that. It's just at this particular moment you wanted happily ever after. You wanted a little bit of the fairy tale and the la la la, and it might not be that way just yet for you. Flipping these all so you can see them in their uprights, so it will give you an idea of what to focus, what to look for, and be cautious of. Be protective of your heart, but don't be egotistical. I would say that. And if somebody's acting a little sketchy or shady, don't deal with them. Don't give them the time. Don't look for them to be supportive. Because if they're acting shady or presenting something that's a little too good to be true, they could be the wolf in sheep's clothing. They could be trying to pull a fast one. So be aware on this. Be mindful. Take care of your resources. Take care of your energy. If you have some more crying to do, because there's going to be adjustments, that's okay. Take the time to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. All right, we're going to look in the Lightworkers deck and see if there's any other information that we can give you to help you during this time. Okay, so go into here. Maybe once more, I think. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Huh. that's interesting. We're going to look a little bit more in for clarification on this, the Pleiades. Hang on. We're looking at Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light. And I'm just checking there. Pleiades makes me think of the sister stars, the feminine energy, the light that is surrounding you from up above, ancestors, those kinds of things. Come on. Okay, Pleiades double mission. It says, this is a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet. This is part of what you're supposed to be doing. This isn't just part of your support network or your spirit guides, ancestors, angels, your God squad, your spirit squad, whatever that is. Spirit squad sounds cheerleader, but your spiritual team that is dedicated to helping you. It's also part of your job, part of your task while you're here, part of your contract to help raise the vibration of the planet. And there's been this kind of energy, this kind of calling where you need to write, you need to speak, you need to channel, you need to use your voice and use your light for the benefit of all to help people raise the vibration of the planet. So your presence is needed and required. So this is, you could be getting some downloads about how this is going to go. So even though there is this shift, this time of shifting energy right now in the world, it's definitely not time for you to get too lost in your ego, too overindulgent, I want to say here. That might sound a little harsh, but that's what comes to mind. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah, this is old ways. You're letting go of old ways. You're letting go of old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things. You have to let go of this over-idealized notion. But this is for your benefit, for the benefit of those to come after you. And this is a new age we are walking into, folks. This is a new way of doing, a new way of being. There's old systems that are toppled down, old structures, resources of governments, churches, foundational things that you thought this would always go a certain way, and it's shifting. There's a lot of shift going on. There's a lot of female and light energy, a lot of nurturing energy going on in the world, trying to raise the vibration, trying to release some of the old patterns that are toxic and negative, and allowing for new lives to be built, be made, new ways to come in, new ways of communicating, new nurturing and caring times, these kinds of things. So this turbulence, this disruption, this old way, that's okay to say goodbye to that, to move forward into something new. All right, that is what I have for you, Pisces. I hope it's helpful. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, enjoy. Come see me again. Take care.